Please do not change for anyone. We're not doing that. I know that there's been a lot of times, especially when you're trying to get into the knowing, the knowledge, consciousness, wokeness, and all that. A lot of times, you still will get tested to see who you really are, period. Because we're going to go through so many times where we're around so many people, no matter what, it's going to seem like, oh my God, am I doing this right? Am I getting tested? What's wrong with me? And I am one of those people. I bear witness, okay? Some people would be into these certain chats because they're waking up to their consciousness. Like, if I'm conscious, should I still wear weave? LOL. Wear what the F you want to wear. That does not make your energy inwardly less, okay? You know how many people still know how to do magic and they could wear all weave all day and fake nails and whatever else. We know that there's chemicals in nail things. That's why they make healthier ones. And we know that, you know, when it comes to relaxers, the chemicals can get to you inwardly. So that right there is different. You know, like people will be able to tell you the ins and outs of if you do use certain products and things, this is the effect it will have on you, you know, knowingly and or knowingly. But when it comes to weave or how you dress or what you listen to and love to listen to, things that make up who you are, don't change that shit for no one. Who cares? People being fake out here. Don't even follow them. Don't follow no one. You better find your ariesmode.com. Bro, let me tell you, I am one of those chicks, and I have been, and I have done this. I have been one of those chicks that pull up to an all hip hop party banging some Selena or whatever I feel like banging. Like, I don't care if it's a rock and roll song. It could be Closer, 9 Inch Nails, or anything. Like, I'm just me. I'd pull up, listen to some Britney Spears if you try me.com. I don't even mind people sometimes because I'm just like, okay, you feel a bit more powerful than me because you knew that this sun was over here at this time during this time, you know, like that doesn't make you smarter than me. It just like, oh, okay, connect the dots, but that don't mean that I still can't make magic happen in my own world. That does not mean that I have not literally done magic. That does not mean that I have not made things happen that if other people are around, they would be shocked and probably go into insanity. So that's one thing a lot of humans have in common. We have our story that no one else can tell us is right or wrong. So with that being said, what I mean is if you have a love for doing different hairstyles and wearing weaves and wigs and whatnot, honey child, let me tell you now, that might boost up your inward ego type energy and make you even more happier and make things manifest even quicker. Testimony.com. I know when I put on a certain outfit and I look a certain way, it gives me this overwhelming feeling of courageousness and of being sure and confident and of making things manifest that way. Have you ever went out feeling the best way you have and had the best night ever? Now be careful though, because you can look so good that it pisses somebody off and they'll try to mess up your outfit. So either way, what I mean is be you, okay? Y.O.U. You are your own universe, okay? Said this years ago. And there was this one chat. I was in this group before. It no longer exists, but a sister was in there asking questions like, since I am conscious and woke, am I able to do weaves anymore? I laughed my butt off, but I commented, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, honey, that's just like telling all beauticians not to do it no more. Who's going to do it then? Are we trying to settle ourselves for less and let others pick that up? Come on now. Let's just be real. The only thing that never gets hell is braids and those kind of extensions. They don't get the same hell as like a track or a weave. And all weaves are not equal, honey. A lot of women I've known my whole life have wore weaves. There's some in my family who've had really beautiful hair, you know, in the way the world will look at it, and even longer than the wigs they put on. It just gets really, really controversial when it comes to the Black community, because we do know that a lot of this has been whitewashed. So once you get yourself through this whole consciousness and wokeness and all these different stages and levels and come back to, then you can realize what's real for you and why you were doing things, you know. So, you know, you realize what and why you were doing things, and that usually eliminate or help or solve something. Or you keep on moving on, and eventually you will learn, okay? But I don't think you should stop being who you really are. If you love doing makeup, just find out some of the healthier choices that are more natural makeup and do it. I see some people with so many talents, just like years ago when people would be like, man, Illuminati and this and that, and they're evil, and how am I going to make it if I want to be an actress or an actor or a singer or anything like that in entertainment, you know? And I would have to get on people then, because I'm one of those people. And I never had to do some of the things that, you know, you have to go through. More up and up you go. All right, but I had to get on people then, like, yo, you can't just stump out your gifts and talents. That makes no sense. It's just that everyone is still, once again, following. People follow new ways, and everyone get attached to it, and then they feel like they have to be so militant in this way only, and that's not true. You're not that same as those others. You stick out. You are different. You are the light. You are one of those ones. You have those gifts and those talents. You're not just stumping them out and just putting them to rest. Then somebody else come along and do that same ish and get all the blessings and glories or whatever. And or they did it and didn't have to go through what a lot of people may have thought they had to go through. So you always got to be true to yourself. Wear the heck out of a wig or a weave if you want to, okay? You take it off anyway. You're able to let real things fill your head. You are able to fill your own ether and take care of that as well. It's just that sometimes we get caught up in other people's movements, and everyone's following something. Everyone's not just like the know-all be-all, because we all have made mistakes. And like I just mentioned in the video, even though we may know a lot, we are still 1 second away from not knowing everything. And we're always learning. You know what I mean? We're always learning. So with that being said, my butt's still walking around wearing whatever I want. I haven't did a sew-in for a long time, but that's one of my talents. That's one of my gifts. And no, it's not just for people who's having hair loss moments or something like that. We are women. We are women. We're beauty. We're everything that within that. That comes with a lot of stuff that people were doing back then. Back in Kemetic days, you had your beauty. That never went away as long as there's been a woman. And you don't have to stop doing what you have been gifted with. Especially now in the YouTube age, people can get on and show all their gifts and talents. And if somebody come along conscious trying to get on you about it, oh well, bye. What are you doing? Are you helping me? You know, sometimes we just get angry and we be bitter too. So that shows that we haven't grown out of certain stages as well, and there's still way more to learn. And once you get to that whole overall thing, you come back to certain things anyway, less frustrated and not as angry at people. So just do you, and I can keep saying this. If you are gifted and talented in your talents, figure out how you can still do them without giving them away, or stumping them out, or not doing them and giving up on them, or feeling like you have to go through some kind of unnecessary sacrifice to be able to have them, because there are always other ways, and find that. All right? You're good. You're blessed. You are the one. You are the light. You are everything. And you are gifted. Never give up on your gifts. I love you so much. Santeria Santo over and out. Bye.